Start again for Caleb Griffin, donning the scarlet jersey, or the garnet jersey rather, for the Blue Hose here.
Well, it looked like the offensive line had the defensive line moved offline there, and they only got 2 or 3 that time. But it looked like they had some uniformity in the blocking that time, which is really good to see at PC.
Motion. And then the play fake rolling out. Good pass over the middle of the field, complete to Devron Glenn out of North Charleston, South Carolina. Played at Fort George Dorchester High School.
Yeah, we had Bianchi kind of ran a clear-out pattern right in front of him, and he was at about 5 yards, and then Glenn was running one about 9 or 10 right behind him, and it just fit right into that hole there where Bianchi cleared him out.
Saw this last year a couple of times. Stacked trip receivers to the far side. And they'll run it right up the middle.
Good call.
And look at that. With the right hand, keeping the balance and diving down to the 10-yard line. And that time was Blake Roberts, the redshirt freshman, as we said, out of Cumming, Georgia.
Well, I like this kid. He got hit. A big kid safety came up and hit him. He put his shoulder down, put his hand on the ground, and got 3 more extra yards. I mean, it's 2nd and 1.5.
Oh, and you can go deep in your playbook there. So
we're stacked again.
Yep. 2nd down and 2. Very hard to defend because you got to defend everything in that playbook. Just run it up the middle, and that's going to be Roberts for a 1st down and goal for the Blue Hose. In white, moving left to right. Now here comes DeMarcus Rouse, and this is where he scored his touchdowns, was in goal situations. Again with the stacked trips left. 4 down linemen. The middle linebackers don't blitz. Pump fake going toward that far back corner end zone. Oh, out it in. Did he get a foot down? Let's see.
No, just out.
Oh,
just
my.
Outside.
And that was Jordan Bianchi, the redshirt sophomore at 6'6".
Did a great job adjusting on that ball. He was going to the back of the end zone with his front of his body to the goalpost, and the ball was thrown to the outside. He just turned around to the other side and caught it, but he had a foot on the line when he did.
Fullback is going to be a position to have a couple of injuries there, and a spin move and good defense of wrapping him up.
Well, that was Deron Dickey blasting in there to do that. You know, like I said, the last time he made a play, it wasn't even his play. It wasn't even his area, but he gets in there so fast. And this is what Tommy Spangler is going to bring, is your defense is going to read really, really good. He teaches them the ins and outs and all the idiosyncrasies of what happens when people line up certain ways and stuff. He made a good read that time. That helped him out a lot, make the play.
Northfleet, a defensive end, and on the near side, they are able to keep him alive. Yes, there you go. How about that?
Yeah.
That was a big-time strike as Jordan Bianchi there, the 6'6", 190-pounder from Greer, able to haul that one in. And that was something else that Coach Harold Nichols talked about. Said, you know, defensively, we've got to defend against the run. We got to defend against the big play. But offensively, we need to continue to run the ball, and we need to execute some big plays.
I just wanted to say, all he had to do was touch him, but he would have tackled him anyway if he hadn't. The one thing about the scrimmage is they have a really quick whistle, so when a quarterback decides he doesn't have an open receiver and tucks it to run, all the guy's got to do is touch him on his opposite arm or something where he's carrying the ball. In a game, he wouldn't go down that easy, but in this situation, we're going to stop play to protect our quarterback for next year.
Well, here's something we want to see. Third down and 12. The line to make, I believe, is the 20 or the 25. Nice out route, pitch catch, and a 1st down.
Again.
So now Bianchi showing up here offensively in this spring game with about 3 or 4 catches.
What I was watching that time was the protection. We're giving these quarterbacks, they've only had to tuck it twice the whole scrimmage so far, and they're getting good protection in.